Alhamdulillah, As-salatu was-salamu ala Rasulihil Kareem. Amma ba'ad, fa'auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Wa bika nasta'inu ya fattahu, ya fattahu, ya fattahu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope you all are doing good. Let's start our 49th lesson with dua. ربنا افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اللهم فقهنا في الدين آمين. So as you can see, in today's lesson you are going to learn types of detail, and types of detail, we are continuing with the types of detail, because in the last lesson we went through the different types of detail just to recognize, and then we did maf'ulun bihi, the direct object, in detail. And in today's session we have two brief topics, maf'ulun fihi and maf'ul lahu. Okay, so these were the types of detail, and you know detail is maf'ul, and maf'ul is defined as the as any detail that pertains to the action, right? So any ism or anything on which the action was done is maf'ul, and that's a direct object, maf'ul bihi, that we did last time. And the place and time when the action took place, where the action took place, these are also maf'ul, and these are called maf'ul fihi. And then why the action took place, the reason behind the action, is maf'ul lahu. And how the action took place is either maf'ul mutlaq or hal. Okay, so these different types of mafa'il we learned last time, and their names also. There's another one, muta'alliq bil fail, that is harf of jar fragment in the Jumla Faylia, that tells us about the fail. So these are different type. This slide we did last time. So what and who is maf'ulun bihi, where and when action happened or where will happen, then that's a maf'ul fihi, and why the action happened or will happen is maf'ul lahu. So this is the last slide from the last lesson, maf'ul bihi, direct object, and this is today's main topic, maf'ul fihi and maf'ul lahu. So let's take the first one, first topic of today, maf'ulun fihi, which is the second type of maf'ul. What is maf'ul fihi? Maf'ul fihi is an ism that tells you when and where the action took place. Or if you are talking about present tense or future tense, like fi'l mudare, then this ism is telling you where and when the action is taking place or will be taking place, right? So basically this is a maf'ul that answers the question of when and where. And how does it appear? How does it appear in the sentence? So it can appear in the sentence in the form of a special mudaf, idafa with a special mudaf of time and place. And these are also called zarf. Examples are faqa, tahta, ba'da, khalfa, amama. These words you already, alhamdulillah, you already learned all these special mudaf of time and place in previous lessons. So there can this maf'ul fihi can be there in the form of a special mudaf of time or place, or you can say zarf shibu jumla. Or you the second form that you may see maf'ulun fihi is an ism that denotes time but is not a mudaf. So you are soon you are going to see the example, and inshallah you see an ism can come in the sentence telling you the time, like bukratam wa asila and other types of ism, but that are telling us the time but is not a mudaf. The third form that you can see maf'ulun fihi in is a harf of jar fragment. Harf of jar fragment. When you see fi in a jumla ismiya, sometimes fi that comes in jumla ismiya is telling you when and where the action took place. So this is the third form. So let me just summarize. So maf'ulun fihi, which is an ism that tells you when and where the action took place. So how can you find, or what are the three different forms? You can see three appearances or three different forms that you can see are: number one, special mudaf of time and place. So that's the second. And then, oh no, this is the first one. Second is any ism, an ism that denotes time but is not a mudaf. That's the second form. And the third form is harf of jar fragment, jar majroor mutaliq bil fail, especially with fi. Especially with fi. So these are the three forms you can see. So far, so good. So I summarize this page, and we have an example, okay? So we have this example from Quran, وَرَفَعْنَا فَوْقَكُمُ الطُّورَ. So warafana, wow is either istinafia or it might be ataf, matuf ala the previous sentence. So rafa'na fawqakum tur. Rafa'na is past tense, we raised. What did we raise? At-tur, the mountain. So at-tur here is maf'ul bihi, right? At-tur here is direct object, maf'ulun bihi. But where is the maf'ulun fihi? We raised. Where did we raise? Over you. Fawqakum. Over you. Fawqakum is maf'ulun fihi. Maf'ulun fihi. And rafa'a is fail madin. Na is file. Na is file. Okay. Na is file. Rafa fail madin. So okay, focusing on the maf'ul. Maf'ul, which form do you see here in this example? Yes, a special mudaf of time or place, because this is fawqa is one of the zarf, one of the special mudaf, right? So over here you are seeing the maf'ulun fihi in the form of a special mudaf of time or place. So this is the one example of maf'ulun fihi. Let's go to more examples. Inni da'awtu qawmi laylan wa nahara. So first we locate the fail. Where is the fail? Da'awtu, fail madin. Da'awtu, fail madin. Tu is file and da'aw is a past tense. So fail is here. Inni, certainly. I called. Whom I called? My people. So qawmi is mafulun bihi, direct object. But today, our today's focus is on maful fihi, when and where. So when did I call? I called day and night. Laylam wa naharan. So this is this ayat about Nuh alayhi salam. So Nuh alayhi salam is saying, certainly I called my people night and day. Or you can say, if you translate like in English, fluent English. So I call my people day in and day out, day in and day out, like continuously to like there's an emphasis here also. So Laylan wa naharan is mafulun fihi, telling us that time of action, time of calling. And Laylan wa naharan is mafulun fihi, and in which form we are seeing mafulun fihi here? Yes, an ism that is telling us the time, laylan and naharan, but it is these are not mudaf. There is no idafa fragment here. Idafa fragment is over here, qawmi, qawma, and with ya mutakallim as mudaf ilayh. Qawma, over here, qawma, the status is nasb because it's mafulun bihi, qawma, and then ya mutakallim is mudaf ilayh. Then the third example. Third example is makartumuhu fil madinati. Here the action is makartum. Makartum is fi'l madin, and who is mafulun bihi. All of you plotted it. What did you plot? It. Who is mafulun bihi, and when you have muttasil damir as file, antum, tum, then, and you have a mafulun bihi also. You need to attach a mafulun bihi after antum, after the file tum. Then we need we see in ayat, or if we are writing a sentence, we need to bring this waw. This is waw ishbai. So this is a special case when you have a file attached to the fail, and then you need to attach an mafulun bihi, another damir muttasil. Then you need to bring waw in between tum and the other attached pronoun. Okay, so makartumuhu. Here the fail, the action is all of you plotted. Where? Fil madinati, in the city. So where, this is telling us where the action happened, and this is mafulun fihi, but in what form? Fi, yes, harf jar, and al madinati is majroor. So this is jar majroor mutaliq bil fail. Jar majroor mutaliq bil fail. So we are seeing a mafulun fihi in the form of harf of jar fragment here. So we in these three examples, we saw three different forms of mafulun fihi. Here, a special mudaf of time and place, that is zarf shibu jumla, and here an ism telling us the time, but it's not a mudaf, and then harf of jar fragment. So these three forms you can see mafulun fihi, and mafulun fihi is an ism that tells you about the time or place of an action, whether it happened in the past or it is happening now or it's going to happen in the future. Okay, so far so good. So let's go to the second topic, another brief topic for today. So this is the third type of maf'ul, third type of object, and it's like this maf'ul tells us why the action took place. So why the action, that's maf'ul lahu, the function of maf'ul lahu is to tell us why the action took place. And it is often translated as because of or out of, but is not limited to these translation. Like there can be other translation besides these two, because of or out of. Okay, so most often maf'ul lahu is a masdar. Okay, maf'ul lahu is a masdar, and here masdar, I think in our previous lesson you already, alhamdulillah, you already learned about masdar from sulasi mujarrad, and masdar from mazid fihi family. So in mazid fihi family we have a specific pattern of masdar for each family. For example, family 2, which is the first mazid fihi family 2, we have taf'ilun, like ta'limun, tasbihun. So that's the pattern. And for jihadun for family 3. Then we have islamun, family 4. So here in this example that we are looking at, this is the family 8, ibtigha'an. So this is family 8, bab ifti'al. Okay, so most of the time maf'ul lahu is there in the form of a masdar. So what's the action here? Sabara, sabaru. So this is Baul Jama, so telling us they preserved, they persevered, they showed patience, they remained steadfast. Why? For the pleasure of their master. So this whole phrase, this whole part of the sentence is telling us the reason why they persevered. So for the pleasure of their master, ibtigha wajhi rabbihim. For the pleasure of the, you can, like literally it's for the pleasure of the face of their master, because there are three mudaf, mudafile back to back. Ibtigha mudaf, then wajhi mudafile. Again it is mudaf for Rabbi, and Rabbi is again mudaf for Rabbihim. So 1, 2, and 3. 3 idafa here. Let me show you. With the line, yes. This one, then this one, and then this one. So this whole chain of idafa telling us why the action took place. Okay, so that's the end of our topic, these two brief topics today. Inshallah, next time you are going to learn maf'ulun, either maf'ulun mutlaq or hal. So let's conclude our session with dua. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.